It's been a rough couple of games here for the Phillies. They have been struggling, and they are now no longer in first place, and things have been rough, and had a rough series with the Arizona Diamondbacks as they lost the series. It's a 3-game series. They lost the first game, won the second game, and then lost the finale game. We're going to get into all of them. First of all, the pitching in this series was just not good at all. I understand the Arizona Diamondbacks are not a bad team, but they're also not a fantastic team. And the amount of solid contact that we gave up to them was a little bit ridiculous. And the Braves have just been red hot, and it's been really, really tough for this team. And they're no longer in first place. And that hurts. I mean, it hurts. I mean, it sucks. And I do not think that they will be like this for the rest of the season. I will discuss my concerns later. Well, all starts in the first game of this series against the Diamondbacks. And I'll start with the first pitch that Jared Eichhoff threw. He's on the mound for the first game of the series on Monday night. He served up a pitch to John Dyson on the very first pitch. He hit it over the wall in right field, and that gave the Diamondbacks a 1-0 lead. Next batter up, get him on a 2-2 count. What does he do? He hits a home run. Ketel Marte, 2-0. I'm sitting there thinking, I don't think it'll be 3 in a row. Oh, well, guess what it is? It's 3 in a row as David Peralta hit a home run. It's 3-0 Diamondbacks. Yeah, it's just laughable. Well, at the bottom of the first inning, Gene Segura answers, and he hits a towering fly ball to left field that somehow got out of the ballpark. It bounced off the top wall, and luckily it did not go back in the field of play, and it went over the wall. So that was a home run. And then Michael Franco, grounded out to Christian Walker at first. Kingery came around to score, and that made it a 3-2 ball game. So I was at that point, I'm like, okay. And then Rhys Hoskins in the bottom of the third singled on a ground ball to left, and Segura came around to score. And that point's a tie ball game. We're all tying it up. So, and Eichhoff was pitching decent, second and third inning. Top of the fourth inning, what happens? 2-run dinger. Edward Escobar. 2-run homer. 5-3. Same inning, Alex Avila, 2-run homer. At that point, that's five home runs off of Jared Eichhoff. He's just hanging pitches over the hard of the plate. I mean, it was really bad. Really, really bad for him. At that time, it's 7-3 Diamondbacks. Bottom of the fourth, we answer with one of our own. Scott Kingery hits a home run to right field. And that makes it a 7-4 ball game. Top of the fifth inning, Diamondbacks answer again. Eduardo Escobar, second home run of the game. Ranger Suarez, 2-run homer. 9-4. Same inning. I don't even know how to say this guy's first name. Vargas for the Diamondbacks. Solo homer, left field. 10-4. Top of the sixth, Eduardo Escobar, doubles. Marte scores. 11-4. Scott Kingery, home run. 6th of the year. Line drive to center. Right center. Bryce Harper singles. Nick Williams scored. 11-6. Vargas, solo homer. 13-6. Rhys Hoskins, home run. This is the bottom of the ninth inning, by the way. Jay Bruce, solo homer. And that's your ball game, 13-8. Wow, that was a lot of information to cover. So many home runs that were hit in this ball game. So many home runs. I mean, it broke the record for most home runs hit at Citizens Bank Park in one ball game. I mean, it was unbelievable. They led off the ball game by getting 3 home runs. That is embarrassing. That is embarrassing. I mean, that was a rough. That was 13 home runs that these two teams hit. It was rough. The ball was flying out of the ballpark. No excuse. Jared Eichhoff now is removed from the starting rotation, as he should be. He's been utter garbage his last couple of starts, and his stuff just ain't working. So he's gone. It's just, that was bad. That experiment did not work out at all. That was a rough night, that first game. That was really, really frustrating. We score 8 runs, we lose the baseball game because we gave up 13, and our really pitchers did not do a good job. Jared well, he wasn't really a pitcher, but Jared Eichhoff, 3 innings, 5 hits, 7 runs, all of 7 were earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 5 home runs. 5 home runs in 3 innings of work. 3 innings, 5 home runs. That is garbage. Ranger Suarez, 7 hits, 4 runs, 4 of them were earned, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, 2 home runs. Garcia, 1 inning, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Davis, an inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 of them were earned, 2 walks, 1 homer. I mean, it was just a disaster. It was a complete and total disaster, this inning. This game was. I mean, it really was. And Diamondbacks, I mean, they're not a bad team, but they're not great. And you let them come in your stadium and you let them hit that many home runs. That's unacceptable. Now, the second game of the series, we won. We won the baseball game, 7-4, and we're going to get right into it here. So the Phillies won. Excuse me for a second, guys. There's some commotion upstairs. I'm going to make sure. Go. So anyway, I apologize about that delay there. So I don't want any background noise when I'm trying to make a video. My sister's extremely rude. Anyway, we'll pick it up out of the second inning. Scott Kingery, line drive, another home run. That's 3 home runs for Scott Kingery in the first 2 games of the series. He gives the Phillies a 3-run homer. That's a 3-0 Phillies lead. That's the bottom of the second. And then in the same inning, Bryce Harper doubles. Rodriguez scores. 4-0 Phillies. I knew that 4-0 at the time. I'm like, okay, this is good, but this is not going to be enough to beat the team after the performance I saw from them last night. Top of it, they answer right back. Carson Kelly doubles. That's a 4-2 ball game now. I don't know what happened to Kingery there. I mean, he was Jake Arrieta's on the mound for this game, by the way. He tripped or something in center. It was the weirdest thing. Top of the 5th, Eduardo Escobar, sacrifice fly, 4-3. I'm like sitting there thinking, oh my God, are we gonna blow it again? Well, we got some insurance. Bottom of the 5th inning, JT Realmuto. Well, we got some help from the Diamondbacks because they made a lot of throwing errors. Reese Hoskins came around to score, and then Jay Bruce singled in the same inning. Realmuto came around and scored 6-3. Bottom of the 6th inning, tack on another. Reese Hoskins, line drive to center. Phil Gosselin scored. Marte, solo homer, top of the 7th. It's a 7-4 ball game. That's your ball game, 7-4. Jake Arrieta went 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 3 of them were earned, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts. Not bad. Arrieta, he's had some trouble this year with his pitches, and it was mostly the slider. The slider has been a problem for him all year. He's not been able. He's put in too much part of the plate. I mean, his sliders to lefties have been downright just anemic. He's basically thrown the barrel to the left-hand batters, and they've been crushing them. The slider has been getting crushed, and it's been a complete and total disaster. Now he was throwing more changeups and sinkers in this ballgame, which he should have been. He needs to stay away from the slider. The slider has not worked out. Worked out for him in the Cy Young year, but he's not that same pitcher anymore. He needs to generate ground balls, so that's why he went with the sinker a lot in this one. That's a Jake Arrieta type performance now. This is what you're going to get out of this point of your career. 6 innings, 3 runs, 6 hits. I mean, that's a Jake Arrieta type performance. J.D. Hammer, he was the one who gave out the home run to Marte. Pitched an inning, 2 hits, 1 run. Obviously, the 1 run was a home run to Marte. Nicasio, 1 inning, strikeout. He was good. He was good. That was a nice performance out of him. Hector Neris does what Hector Neris does. 1 inning, nice clean inning. His ERA is 1.88. This guy has been the most reliable reliever in our bullpen. He's our closer. Hector Neris has been unbelievable this year, and I think he deserves a spot in the All-Star team. I really do believe that. He's been that good. So I'm impressed with him. All dates back when he was having a terrible year last year. We sent him down AAA. He's been a different pitcher ever since. Finale game. 2-0 Diamondbacks. That's your final score. Isn't that just funny? What a terrible offensive night this was. We really looked like a little league team out there, like swinging at pitches. I mean, it was a terrible performance. Zach Eflin is on the mound. What a performance out of him. He goes 8 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 of them were earned, 1 walk, 9 Ks. He leads the team with a 2.81 ERA, and he is 6-6. 6-6. And Arenado has had a rough year, and he is 6-1. That is just downright unfair to Zach Eflin. He has pitched better than a 6-6 record. There's no score. Top of the 5th. We're flying for this ball game. Top of the 5th. Christian Walker singles. Adam Jordan scores 1-0 Arizona. Then Nick Ahmed hits a sac fly. Escobar scored. I hate that guy. That guy kills us. 2-0 Diamondbacks. That's your ball game. That was a lot quick. That was really quick, wasn't it? Oh, yeah. Let's look at the box score. Bryce Harper got the night off. He's played every game this year. He did pinch hit, though. But he got the night off. Cesar Hernandez, 0 for 4. Jay Segura, 0 for 4. Jay Bruce, 0 for 4. Rhys Hoskins, 0 for 3. JT Muto, 1 for 3. Scott Kingery, 0 for 3. Nick Williams, 2 for 3. Maikel Franco, 0 for 3. Zach Eflin, 0 for 2. Harper, 0 for 1. Now, Harper, granted, did hit the ball hard. He lined out the center. I'm okay with that. But the rest I'm not okay with. Maikel Franco's hitting 206. I think it's getting to the point where if he doesn't figure it out soon, he's gone. He's gone. Whether they, I don't know, they'll DFA him or something. Something's going to be happening here if he does not figure it out soon. Because the Phillies, we're a playoff team, and playoff teams don't have guys on their roster who are hitting 200. They just don't. It is a terrible year out of Maikel Franco. So, listen, I want him to succeed, but he just doesn't seem like he's listening to his coaches. And that's what the sports talk guys are saying, and it's true. Because I guarantee you the coaches are telling him to keep the foot in, and he's not doing it. So that's his fault. And it's kind of embarrassing when 2 or 3 hits are from Nick Williams. I'm sorry. Nick Williams, really? No, I'm happy for Nick. Okay? He almost hit a home run. He was this close to hitting a home run. I'm happy for Nick. I'm not bashing the guy. He had a nice night. That's it? Really? I'm not bashing Nick Williams here. I'm just saying that that's kind of sad that your 2 hits are from Nick Williams. And the hit from JT Muto was a weak ground ball. He hustled hard out of the box, and he beat it out. He was originally called out, and they reviewed the call. We really should have had 4 hits because there was a terrible call from Scott Kingery, and the Diamondbacks reviewed it, and it was overturned, which I did not agree with at all. I thought that was a terrible call from the umpire. He was originally called safe. He was safe. He was not out, and they called return. They said he was out. He was not out. He beat the throw. So that was a bad call from the umpire. So the bad umpiring this series. It was really bad. Still no excuse. You still got to win the series. And this performance I saw last night offensively was abysmal. It was abysmal. It was an embarrassing performance. Eugene Segura looked horrible last night. Horrible. Rhys Hoskins looked horrible last night. Cesar Hernandez is not succeeding in that leadoff spot. He's not. It's too much pressure. I mean, Sports Talk with Broads is pivoting up the idea of putting him in leadoff. I love that idea. I totally agree with Broads on that. That is so true. This guy Kelly on the Diamondbacks, I mean, he's a good pitcher, but he's not some Cy Young pitcher. I mean, he really is. He's a 3.73 ERA. Now, I thought this stat was interesting. I understand the Diamondbacks are not that great of a team, but they're better than you think. Diamondbacks batting average as a team is .258. They have 104 home runs, and their ERA is 4.11. Our batting average, .246. We have 82 home runs, and we have a 4.30 ERA. So those stats, they actually lead us better in home runs and batting average and ERA than we do. That may be hard to believe. We're still the better baseball team. I believe we have better talent. We have a better future ahead of us. But then it's still embarrassing, especially with the Braves being as hot as they are. And the Braves are playing well, but it's not like they're playing the Yankees or the Astros or the Dodgers. They're playing the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Miami Marlins. Can we let that sink in? How easy that is? That's so easy. But certainly, as we sit right now, they are in a 7-game winning streak. 7-game. They're 8 in the last. They're gonna cool off though. They're gonna settle into reality. Like I said, get ready for the collapse of the second half. The Braves are gonna collapse, and we're gonna win this division. I still think we're gonna win this division. The Braves are not as good as we are. They went out and signed the pitcher who allowed the most hits in baseball last year. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. But the thing I'm concerned about here is my own concern is that we fall behind in this Braves series and we lose the series or get swept, which I do not want. And we're trailing for the rest of the year, and we're in a hole like we were last year in September and August. That was a bad position to be in, and the guys really lost. I do not think it's going to be like that. We have a different team this year. We have a different mentality. We have different players. We have JT. We have Price. We have, a one more year of Rhys Hoskins. We have Gene Segura. Even though he's not playing, we have Andrew McCutchen, who's a great leader in the clubhouse. Don't forget that. Even though he's not playing on the field, he's still a fantastic behind the scenes. He's still a fantastic leader in the clubhouse. So we still have Kutch, and so I mean it's this is a different team. So I don't see that happening. But you never know. I don't see it happening though. So yeah, we got a day off today and tomorrow, 14th of June. Nick Pivetta, he came off of a complete game his last time, without walking anybody, and then before that he struck out 9 in LA. So we're going to be going off against Fried of the Braves. He's 7-3 for 3.75 ERA. Second game Saturday, MLB free TV game. So if you're traveling somewhere, you can watch the game for free. So Aaron Nola on your phone. Aaron Nola is on the mound, 6-1 with a 4.58 ERA. He's just been his past couple starts, very inconsistent. Newcomb is on the mound for Atlanta. He's 1-0 with a 2.59 ERA. And Sunday finale game, I heard a rumor they're going to go with an opener with LND Los Santos. I don't know how true that is. Mike Foltynewicz is on the mound for the Braves. He is 1-5 with a 6.02 ERA. Obviously, for us, it's to be determined, but apparently, as I'm hearing, they're going to go with an opener. But I don't know how true that is. Things could change. But yeah, obviously, that would have been Eichhoff's spot, but he obviously got kicked from the rotation, as he should have been, because he's terrible. He just hasn't been able to get things going. So, yeah, overall, rough series with the Diamondbacks. We should have done more. It was a very inconsistent series. We had good offensive performances the first 2 games, and then we were nowhere to be seen the next. And I don't want to hear the excuse that there was no Bryce Harper. No excuse. No excuse. I don't care if Harper's in the lineup or not. You still play to win. I don't want to hear that excuse that Bryce wasn't in the lineup. That's not a valid excuse. You still go out there and play the baseball game. And they didn't. They didn't do a good job. Now, Eflin busted his butt in that game, and what do? We stunk up the place with the bats. So I feel bad for Eflin. If I'm sitting there with Zach Eflin, like, are you kidding me? I went out there and pitched my butt off and give so much effort, and that's what you give me? You give me no runs? Really? I got slapped with the L? I do not think wins and losses should determine how good a pitcher you are. It depends what kind of team you are on. So he has a 2.81 ERA. He's had a great year. So Nick Pivetta, you better do well tomorrow night. Unfortunately, I have to work tomorrow night, so I'm going to miss some of the game. I stopped working at 9, so yeah. So first game is tomorrow night, 7:20. Saturday night, 7:20 again, and on Sunday, the finale game, it's 1:20 the first pitch. So crucial. Then we go to DC for 4. 4 games in DC, and we go back home to play the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. I apologize, I've been gone the past couple of days. School ends next week, so I'll be able to make videos more daily. Because during the week, during school, when I have school, I don't make a video every day. It's just too much, too much going on. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all the people at school who watch me. Shout out to those people for all the support. And shout out to everyone who watches me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Luke, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.